This week, several actions, some subtle, some bold, that affect African Americans' access to fair housing, education, economic opportunities, and civil rights. Federal agencies are stepping away from a major civil rights tool that identified discrimination. Here's what this means. Before, if a policy harmed Black folks at higher rates, it could be challenged, even if the policy didn't say race. Now, you need to prove racist intent, which almost no institutions ever admits. But even here, we pivot, because what we can't challenge legally, we can expose socially, document digitally, and fight economically. DEI infrastructure removal across federal agencies. There was an executive order, 14151, dismantled DEI offices, diversity training programs, and equality reviews. But here's the upside nobody's talking about. Every time a system rejects us, we create something better. Black Wall Street was built after legal segregation. HBCUs became powerhouses because we weren't welcomed in their colleges. This moment mirrors those movements. This isn't the end of DEI. This is the transfer of responsibility from institutions to innovation, from systems to community builders, from them to us. Project 2025, the blueprint behind the headlines. Remember? This agenda aims to centralize federal power, weaken civil rights enforcement, stop agencies from tracking racial inequality, and push DEI into the shadows. Let me be clear. Knowledge is power, awareness is armor, and preparation is liberation. When you understand the game board, you stop being a pawn. This part is critical. Dr. Tingley's research breaks it all down. AI in schools is not natural. AI math tutors failed most often in schools with majority Black students. They had a Harriet Tubman bot claiming slavery was a choice. AI detectors falsely marked Black English as cheating at a 67% higher rates. Listen to this. Facial recognition tools telling Black students no human detected. And the coldest part, these systems are tied directly to law enforcement. Flags lead to discipline. Discipline leads to records, and records leads to policing. But guess what else the doctor showed us in the research? When Black youth learn how AI works, they stop being targets and start being the architects, the builders of something new. Students who learned critical race algorithms stop fearing AI, start questioning AI, and challenge their teachers with research. Because conscious users get involved in tech spaces. They begin voting with purpose. And some even started designing better systems, like my grandson. The message here is powerful. When our young understand the system loses its power. When they become creators, They stop being casualties of a system that's out to destroy them. This is why Risen exists, to help raise a generation that refuses to be processed because they chose to take their rightful place at the head and not the tail. Before we talk next steps, remember this. We are the descendants of people who built wealth during slavery. Think about that. These people became millionaires during Jim Crow. We built Wall Street during segregation. And we created billionaires in industries designed to exclude us. This is where we come from. From Robert Church, born into slavery, became one of the richest men in the South, to Madam C.J. Walker, Anna Turbo Malone, Tulsa's Greenwood, entrepreneurs everywhere, to David Stewart. Here's some names you can remember or do remember. Oprah, Robert F. Smith, LeBron James, Jay-Z, Tyler Perry. The list goes on and on and on, but the pattern is the same. We rise when systems say we shouldn't. We succeed where doors were never designed for us to enter. We build where others believe nothing can grow. Our past is not a story, it's a manual that we can learn from and duplicate. So what do we do now? I'm glad you asked. This is where Risen separates itself from the noise. I'm going to give you 5 strategic moves that we can make today to stay ahead, stay rising, and stay powerful. Number 1, we need to master the tools of tomorrow, specifically AI. If AI is shaping the future, then we need to shape AI. If AI is misrepresenting us, then we correct it. By being in the room where they're building the models, we need to take our place. Teach our youth how algorithms work, how to spot bias, how to build solutions, and also teach our adults. AI is a $1 trillion industry. Part of that is ours. Number 2, we need to build parallel power. If federal DEI is gone, then community DEI becomes mandatory. We build our own media, our own schools, our own financial institutions, our own economic ecosystems, just like Jackson Ward or Sweet Auburn or Greenwood. Every time the system pushes us out, we build our own door. Number 3, cooperative economics and support networks. One thing they did during slavery was to break us up from each other, from our relationships. It was critical for our bondage. It was meant to break our bond that we made with each other, destroy our families, and then plant a seed of distrust amongst all of us. And they've watered that all through the years. The truth is, there is nothing more powerful than Black unity with purpose. It means group investing, shared ownership, community land trust, Black business coalitions, buy Black cycles, mutual aid networks. Our ancestors survived by pooling pennies. We can build empires by pooling dollars. Number 4, political engagement with new eyes. Even when national politics shift, local power remains undefeated. We can still elect school boards, elect sheriffs, elect prosecutors, elect mayors, push city budgets, demand equality initiatives locally, right here. They may move DEI out of Washington, but they can't move it out of Cincinnati or Chicago or LA. They can't do that. Number 5, we have to create the next generation of builders. This is where Risen really shines. We teach critical thinking, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, AI literacy, media literacy, history that fuels identity, faith that fuels resilience. Because when a generation is trained on truth, not illusion, they stop repeating trauma and they start repeating victories. This moment is not a setback, it is a signal. History proves that every attempt to suppress us becomes the spark that ignites us. We are the generation with the most access, the most knowledge, the most technology, and the most potential. We are not going back. We're going forward, and we're going forward together. At this moment, we rise because rising is what we do. This is Risen.